Welcome to part 3 and the last part of the metadata series. In the previous lessons, we discussed what metadata is, how metadata was handled before the emergence of digital streaming, why metadata is so important. And in this last part, we'll be looking at problems that could arise from incorrect and incomplete metadata, what you can do differently to stop losing money and relevance because of metadata issues. And as a gift, I'll be sharing a metadata checklist. Now, let's get this party started. What happens when metadata is faulty or incomplete? Let me tell you. Metadata issues can wreak havoc in the music industry. They cause all sorts of problems that nobody likes. For example, your release can land on the wrong account because of a simple misspelling of name. Take a look at the names displayed. It's quite interesting to know that these names, although they look similar, are all considered different artists. For example, if I release my first music under the name Uncle Jem using initial capitals, and in my subsequent release I fill out details in block capitals, this will result in that release dropping under a wrong account name, and this can be frustrating for both the artist and the fans. When data gets all messed up, it messes with our experience on music services. You know, like when you search for a song and it shows the wrong artist or album cover, super frustrating, right? But it doesn't end there. These metadata mishaps also end up cutting a chunk of the money that should be going to the people who create the music. That's like taking money out of your pocket. And to make it worse, it even robs the contributors of the credit they deserve. Imagine pouring out your heart and soul into music making, and then your name gets lost in the metadata mess. So yeah, metadata might seem like a nerdy behind the scenes thing, but it's no joke. Getting it right is crucial for a smooth and fair music world where everyone can enjoy the tunes they love and the creators get the credit and rewards they deserve. What can we do differently? Here is a super important tip for all music creators out there. When you are getting ready to release your music, make sure to fill out those metadata forms correctly. Yeah, it might seem like a tiny detail, but trust me, it's a big deal. So before you hit that send button and release your song to the world, take a little extra time to double and triple check the metadata. Make sure everything is spelled right and the info is spot on. Once the song is out there, fixing the typos will become very problematic. So save yourself the trouble and get the metadata right from the get-go. Your music and your fans will thank you for it. Also, make sure that you finalize music agreements and ownership splits ahead of every release for the purpose of royalty allocation. Okay, here's another important thing to keep in mind. It's not just about what you include in your metadata, but also how you format it. Yes, the way you present the data can make a big difference. See, every little error in your metadata travels through the music industry like a wild adventure, getting bigger and messier as it goes through all these databases. And let me tell you, even the tiniest mistake can cause some serious trouble for an artist. Picture this. Your song ends up on the wrong Spotify page, or worse, your hard-earned performance royalties get lost in the mail. Label teams usually take care of this, but if you are an indie or self-releasing artist, here is how to avoid all this drama. You can use metadata guidelines to make sure everything is not only accurate, but also properly formatted. These guidelines are like your roadmap to getting things right, and almost every distributor has one. Lastly, and most importantly, share this video so that someone can learn something new. That's how the world becomes a better place.